What up, big kids? It's our big review of AquaMan that came out. It's technically tonight, but we're actually going to see it twice because we saw it last night. Me and my buddy BigTrent07, who love doing movie reviews with. And what can we say about AquaMan, man?
It was awesome.
It was alright, my man, AquaMan. But yeah, no, Jason Momoa brought him, man.
Yeah.
He you know, I haven't seen him in a lead role since like Conan, maybe. When was the last like lead role movie he was in?
I think, well, he's been in a lot of straight to DVD things ever since, but
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Well, he wasn't the lead.
Yeah, he wasn't the lead there. He didn't even speak English in that movie.
Yeah,
that show.
But this is the first time I've seen him in a lead role, and that's been on the big screen. And he delivered. Yes,
and James Wan directed this, and man, James Wan, who's known doing the Conjuring movies and also one of my favorite Fast and Furious movie. Wow, he basically said he could have done either Flash or Aquaman. I'm really happy he did Aquaman because not only is Atlantis one of the most beautiful worlds I've ever been to, and it's funny how I say Atlantis while Chew's drinking water, but anyway. But yeah, like he just he knows how to direct action.
Yeah.
Like there's the horror elements you know him from The Conjuring are in there, and just like really bringing a dynamic to Aquaman. He's not just like the Aqua Bro that we saw him in Justice League, you know.
No, he kind of evolves into a king.
Mm-hmm.
The king he is meant to be. He's taking things a little bit more seriously. Mm-hmm. He's thinking a little bit more, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. The movie, man, the visuals were out of this world. I knew going in this would be a very CGI heavy movie because you can't do people underwater without do people underwater anyway. So that's not bad. Without sploosh, without a lot of CGI, but they really did it great. And one thing that worried me from Justice League, I was worried, are they going to talk underwater? Because Zack Snyder made it seem like they don't talk underwater, that they do that air bubble thing.
That's the best he could come up with, is with air bubbles.
I'm like, no, don't do that. They talk underwater. They would do something like, or I was thinking what they were going to do is just like telepathically talking to each other. But then I'm like, thank God they didn't do that.
No.
Yeah, but man, the cast. So besides Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, sploosh.
Yeah, she was really good in that, and she's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yes, it's funny how a lot of famous blondes play redheads, whether Scarlett Johansson or Elizabeth Olsen playing redheads, and now Amber Heard is another blonde playing a redhead. But man, she is awesome as Mary. She plays the straight woman to Arthur's more, like. Oh, I don't know, just want to surf and whatever, be on land, and
he just wants to protect the surface dwellers, and that's pretty much it until he learns a little bit more about his mother and Atlantis, and he's like, well, maybe I can bridge the two worlds.
Yeah, and speaking of beautiful people in this movie, Nicole Kidman, who never seems to age us. Oh my God! So she has a big part in this movie playing Arthur's mother, Queen Atlanta, and wow, even when they're trying to de-age her, it's like I didn't notice any difference. She looked just as young, when she's older than when she's younger, and man, she has some amazing fight scenes. Everyone that has a fight scene in this movie, whether it's Mira, Aquaman, Black Manta, Ocean Master, all the fight scenes are amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know if James Wan talked to Zack Snyder, but this felt like a lot of Zack Snyder's style of choreography, like how he has the choreographers lay out fight scenes, because there's similar to how let's see, Watchmen, or the warehouse scene from BVS with Batman. It's just it's very crisp and clean, and every move had a purpose.
Yes.
And you could see all the moves. It wasn't shot close up. It was mostly revolving around the fight, and there's a little bit of CG in the fights, but you kind of needed it.
Yeah, especially in the underwater stuff. They had to do the underwater fights. Was very CG heavy, and especially with all the aquatic animals and beasts. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a lot of CGI, but I didn't mind it because not only the worlds look stunning, but it was just I was really immersed in the world. I didn't feel like I was taken out of the movie where like I said, when you go and watching these movies, you expect that. There's no way they're going to have all their actors, like what they did with Aquaman in the first Batman movie Superman, where they just they had them underwater and they just, hold your breath.
Yeah, he looked like he was holding his breath.
That was so awkward in that scene. I'm like, oh, it's Aquaman, but he looks like he's just holding his breath, which he probably was. And then, yeah. And, what can I say? What would you say, like, the action was really awesome. The visuals were stunning, but like, how would you say the characters? Did it really make you feel something for Aquaman? And the world?
Yeah, I especially liked Will Dafoe's character.
Yes.
You know, it's like night and day. You're used to seeing you were used to seeing him as, you know,
avenge me.
all 3 Spider-Man movies as Norman Osborn, as being evil and maniacal, and then in this. You're like, oh, he's so sweet. He's such a sweet man.
Very regal, too.
Very regal, and he always looks out for Arthur and Mira, and it was like night and day. I'm like, who are you, Will Dafoe? You could be both a very sweet man and a very crazy person at the same body. Like, how are you doing this?
Yeah, he brought a lot of heart to Arthur's story, too. And talking about supporting characters, let's talk about other family members. Let's talk Ocean Master first, since he was the big baddie in the movie. Patrick Wilson, Night Owl, he's more Eminem in this one because of the blonde. People were saying like he's very Eminem's not even bleached anymore. Right?
No, he gave that up. He even got the beard like me now.
Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah, Eminem's very different. If you've seen that Venom. But what did you think of Ocean Master?
Ocean Master, he was exactly how I thought he would be, like he was in the comics and he was in the animated movie Throne of Atlantis. It was very conniving and believable villain. Like, I understood why he was the way he was, even though we didn't see his father. You can kind of get the gist of it by the fact that he sent his troops to gather Alana from is it Alana or Alana?
Oh no, it's Alana.
Alana from her. They never got married, did they? Arthur's father.
Oh yeah, I think they got married. I don't know if they got married. They never say if because they always say he's the bastard son. So. But that's because of Alana, not because of... I think they did get married. They probably did. They don't really show that movie. They show the pregnancy, but but we'll just assume they did. But then it's all void because she had to marry Orm's dad, you know.
We never saw at all.
We see a lot of characters though in the movie. And speaking of characters, Black Manta though.
Yeah, Black Manta was very cool. Unfortunately, we did not get a lot of them.
They really set up like a sequel.
Yeah, a sequel. Just a little bit of a spoiler, but yes, he will be in a sequel.
That's good. I would feel bad if they killed him off like his first scope, because one thing I was telling you, Trent, last night, this movie is great because it could be the one and only Aquaman movie we ever get, and it feels like it's very satisfying on all his lore, but at the same time it sets up more which we want to see, which I really enjoy. So like, if we never saw Black Manta again, which we definitely will see, we got a good amount of him. Not as much as we like, but man, he is so awesome. And they give his origin for why he's upset at Aquaman and why he hates him. You know?
There's a lot of personal issues going on with the motivation of why he hates Arthur a lot. Also, I'm also working a cosplay for Black Manta.
It's gonna be
Hopefully
awesome.
I get it done because also we are gonna meet Jason Momoa next year. So
he just Silicon Valley Comic Con. He'll be there, so we're gonna meet him. Finally, I've been wanting to meet him for years.
I've been wanting to meet honestly any Justice League member.
Because I haven't met anyone. I just realized that. It's like I've seen them from afar at Hall H, but I haven't met them yet. So. Especially Ben Affleck, and I love. Affleck was the bomb in Phantom too. Oh, speaking of which, there is only one reference to Justice League, and it's very quick.
It's very quick.
And don't expect. It's a minor spoiler. Don't expect any cameos from any Justice League member. Some people are like, "Oh, this Superman Batman." It's like, nah, and. I don't think Aquaman has plenty of his supporting characters. He didn't need. It's just like when Wonder Woman didn't have Batman, like unless you count Bruce Wayne's signature.
That was pretty much it. I think what they're doing now, also what the new format going forward is heavily influenced by Jeff Johns.
Yes, definitely involving the New 52 inspired was for this movie.
Because Jeff Johns, what he really wanted. The point made. I don't quite agree with it, but I do understand where he's coming from. It's just he wants a division line between, okay, this is how we used to do things, now this is how we're doing things.
Yeah.
You know, and that had to do with the connections to all the films.
Yeah.
Which they kind of pulled away from here, but they still had anyway.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But at the same time, they're not saying completely, this is not the world we're in anymore. We're in a new world, and we're not going to... I don't even know if we're ever going to get another Justice League movie in the next 10 years. Cause,
yeah. I feel like Justice League... Yeah. I feel like what they're doing, you know, Wonder Woman 2, I'm very excited for Shazam and Aquaman with how good it was. And if they do Flash or like that other Batman movie they're going to do, even if, like I said, Flashpoint is their go-to, like, reboot if they want to just redo everything, just keep the things they want to keep, like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and even Wonder Woman's in the 80s. So they're kind of like, they have that weird choice of like they can continue this universe or they can totally do it separately. So I wouldn't mind, like, especially with how much I did enjoy Justice League, seeing the characters. I really do think that Aquaman and Flash and Cyborg should have had their movies before that movie. I feel like Suicide Squad shouldn't have been till much later. And I like to say, if we were in charge, we would have done things differently. Like I would have definitely, you know, did the groundwork. They were trying to run so far to the finish line so quick that they stumbled really bad. Except they did have, you know, Wonder Woman, now Aquaman, but Aquaman I think really makes you feel good about the DCEU if they continue it.
It works great as a standalone movie. It definitely could have worked if they did this before Justice League,
which they should have.
And James Wan, he did it. He figured out how to make Atlantis work. Much like Ryan Coogler figured out how to make Wakanda work. So, and
that reminds me, Dolph Lundgren, who plays Mira's father, awesome job. Between Creed 2 and this movie, Dolph Lundgren's having a good year at the
it's a good year for Dolph Lundgren. He, you know, he's been hanging out with his buddy Sly and the other all those Expendables movies, but that was that.
Yeah.
These are my stories.
Yes,
as Kevin Smith likes to keep saying.
I know, right?
I can't get enough of these movies, and I'm glad Dolph Lundgren's having so much success because of them. Yeah,
I have to say, this has been an amazing year for comic book movies, and even with Teen Titans Go, which I really enjoyed, I definitely think this is a high point for the DC movies and since Wonder Woman. And what would you give Aquaman out of 5?
Definitely 4.5
dolphins
out of 5. Yeah,
definitely. I totally agree. I think I'm trying to think, like, Wonder Woman, probably I felt a little bit more, but Aquaman, this is everything I wanted in an Aquaman movie, and I'm excited to see it. Like, we're literally going to watch it in a little bit here again, and it's definitely worth seeing on the big screen and visually stunning. Not just for Jason Momoa and Amber Heard, but
just the visuals.
The visuals, and oh my god, it's so beautiful.
Especially when he gets that new suit.
Oh my god, yes, sploosh. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, that's what I'm gonna say. For you ladies out there, Jason Momoa is pretty shirtless a lot, so you'll definitely.
Or some men.
Yeah, or men too. Yes, can't forget. Like, if you're even a straight guy, it might turn you a little bit gay for Jason Momoa. But then you watch Amber Heard, and it's like, okay, never mind.
I honestly just want to have a beer with Momoa. He seems like a fun dude to hang out with.
Oh, and by the way, the Arthur's father, played by Tim. I always forget Tamara Morrison, who's Jango Fett, and Abin Sur in Green Lantern. Wow,
that's right.
So it's the second DC character. And he plays Tom Curry, and there's a great scene with him and Arthur drinking.
Oh man,
it's like that it totally reminds me of me and my dad and stuff. Minus the drinking, but he liked drinking though. So, but I definitely I'm very much like 4.5 out of 5, and so good. This has been an amazing year for comic book movies. Probably one of the best years ever. Into the Spider-Verse, which I didn't get to review, but I definitely love that movie.
It was a very good movie. I got to review it on my my page.
Yeah, definitely check out. Tell them where to check out.
You can catch me, myself, my buddy Jay, and Angela on GCN with Trenton and Jay, and now Angela, she's the newer edition. We talk about like DC stuff, Marvel stuff, like a lot of geeky related things.
Nice, man. Yeah, so thank you, Trent, for joining me again, man.
Of course.
I can't wait to watch this movie again. Watch My Man with Aquaman.
Shout out to Century Arden for providing us with dope pins.
Oh, yeah, these pins, man. Yeah. I know, mine's in my car. I need to grab it. Got my Warner Brothers, supporting Warner Brothers. But, yeah, because I technically work for them, too. But, thank you guys so much for checking out our review. Check out Trent on his Facebook podcast and also his Instagram. A link will be in the description. And for more, check out the website, SeanLongsLong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. And I'm Sean Long, and Trent saying,
live long and love life.
Yes. Amen. By the power of Marvel. Family. Excelsior.